Hi, welcome to World of Braiding and Extensions. Today we're going to be doing quite a lot of interesting things, and as usual we say thank you for staying in touch with us, for buying our DVDs, for watching our YouTube channels, and for subscribing. We love to see you subscribing to our channel. So as usual, what we represent two major things: your professional and natural hair glamour. This is where it comes from. This is where we guide you into healthy hair and all the things that goes with it. And this is where we enrich you with a skill that will start putting money into your pocket. So this is another episode of our hair helpline, which is usually based on you asking us questions and we responding to your questions. But you will notice that we've been away for quite a bit of a short time. I will call it short time because in our books it's not always that short or that long. We've been away for some time, and there are so many reasons for that. We've been very busy putting together a lot of things, always for your own convenience. Now we have been away. I traveled to Africa again to look at various ways that natural hair is being looked at, and there's so much that's going on out there. Maybe we're going to put together a package that will tell you the story of the things I found out in Africa. But today we're going to be focusing on a very interesting topic, and the topic is: are you qualified enough to practice hair care? That's a big question today, because we've been getting lots and lots of email, questions, phone calls. People want to know what they need to do to be able to practice in this industry. And we get lots of people saying to us that we actually been to training, we bought DVDs, we've done this, we've done that, but we don't feel comfortable and confident enough to practice what we think we should be doing. Yes, we agree with you, and that's why we brought this particular episode, because we want you to be in a position where you can really practice with confidence. So let's go. So there is the question: are you really qualified enough to practice? This is something that's going on around the world. It's not just here in the UK or just in the US, it's also in Africa. And it's something we are really concerned about, and that's why we created this business, in order to help people who really want to get into this industry. Now the other day we had an inquiry, and this person was interested in learning how to create cornrows. And I explained to him the difference between when you're creating cornrows for your own family, for your child, for your sister, for your friend, and when you're actually creating these designs of cornrows for business. We're talking two different things. And that's what we are here for, is solely to empower you with a skill that can give you money back. And that's the business side of it. But you can also come here and learn to be able to do your daughter's hair. We are more than happy to share that skill with you. But the biggest skill we want to share is the skill that gives you money back. And that's why most times we'll say for you to invest in it. Because like any other business out there, you have to invest in order to get back something. And that's what this training is all about. So some of the questions we're going to be asking you will be: are you self-trained? Did you watch other people doing the braiding and the cornrows and the weaving, and you thought, oh yes, I know what I'm doing? Did you see it on YouTube? Because obviously YouTube has exploded, and so everyone comes there with whatever they think they know. For instance, I see lots of people creating sites where they claim that they're actually creating the feather tips, and most times they take our video and put it on their video, and then it looks like they created it. We're not bothered about such things. But did you just watch such a person and think you know what you're doing? Did you just buy somebody's DVD? Because again, there's so many people out there who create DVDs, and we get people like that come to a training. They say, I bought so many DVDs, but I finished looking at it and I still have so many questions. Or did you do just, sometimes we also organize one-day workshop, and people come for the one-day workshop and they think, oh yes, I know what I'm doing. Now when you go through training in that kind of format, and you want to offer service that people should pay you good money for, we just think you haven't started. Because it has taken someone like me lots and lots of years to put together something that I feel can really equip you. Because I deal with clients all the time. And when a client is going to pay you money for a service, they expect the best from you. And that's why we also expect the best from you when you're training. And we've had instances where people say to me, especially in the US, and they say to me, I went to a cosmetology college. And most times they also say, I'm a certified braider. I actually had someone come the other day on Skype with me, and she said, I'm certified. I'm a certified braider. And I said, okay, could you show me what you can do? It turned out she really didn't know much that she can do. And I'll give you an example. This is a training hair that I used in learning when I went to the US to learn. And if you really look deep into this, all you're learning is just two strands of something. Just two strands. Look at that. I kept this all those years. And that's what this lady showed me as well. She said, look at the hair I used for training. And I could relate to it because that was exactly what I went through. Now, compared to someone who comes here to learn cornrows, for instance, and this is a student's work. Now, what we do, we ensure you actually do the training and completely finish a head of hair. Because when you work with a client, you're going to finish her hair. You're not going to do two strands, in this case, and say you finished doing that hair. So that's one example. This is when this student is adding extensions to the hair. So what we've done here, we've given her another design to create. Look at that. Yeah, she hasn't finished, but you can see that she's this close to finishing. And that was just the cornrows. Now this is a student doing the Afro kinky. So you can see this hair completely finished. And that's Afro kinky. You can also see this student doing a full head of single plait. This is a student's job. So this is how we train. We make sure that each time you're learning something, you learn that thing from the beginning to the end. We had an instance where someone bought a DVD and she was so confused about, I wanted to be able to look at the beginning of the sectioning till the end of the sectioning. Now we had to talk her through everything. Because in our DVDs, again, we make sure we take you through every stage of the training. So this is what we're all about. Now, some of the questions you want to ask yourself is, do I really know what I'm doing? Because if you've gone learning, like my training head can show you 2 strands of braids, and you have some paper qualification saying, I'm a certified braider, you're saying that to yourself. But are you able to really transfer that knowledge onto a client's head? Can I really help people and give them solutions to their hair problems? Now, people are going to come to you with so many problems regarding their hair. Remember what they say, hair is a woman's crowning glory. And so there's a lot of problems out there because people are so confused about how to take care of their hair. So our role, which is what I prefer to call us, is we are hair carers. Or you can call yourself a hair practitioner. So you're not just practicing the hair, but you also care for the hair. So hair care practitioner. Now you want to be able to attend to their questions, and then you want to be able to design their hair to look beautiful. So it's not enough to just stand and watch someone braiding hair and you say, yes, I know what I'm doing. Or watch a YouTube channel where they don't explain anything and then you think you know what you're doing. Now this is where we stand out. Because when we teach here, we take you from the beginning to the end. I take my students through background information to explain why something is happening and what to expect as you're getting along. So some of the issues will be, my client's hair is breaking. What's responsible for it? Is it dryness? Does she lack moisture in her hair? Do you know what products to put in if that was the case? My client's got traction alopecia. Do you know what that means? The hairline is all damaged. What caused it? Do you know what products that will help her recover the hairline? Now remember something I say to my students all the time. If your client's hair gets so damaged and she gets so fed up with the hair issues, what's going to happen is she's going to cut the hair off. and if she cuts her hair out, what do you think is going to happen? What that means is that client is gone. You're not going to have access to that money again. It's gone. So your role in hair, which is what I preach to everyone, I just came back from Africa, like I said, it was part of the speech I gave. You do not want to be responsible for damaging your client's hair. And this is a big problem in this industry. Lots of hairstylists, they prefer to call themselves hairstylists, are just there to make money. They're not interested in caring for their customers' hair. Now, when you come to train here, this is the first thing you learn, how to care for your client's hair. Because a client's hair that is looking healthy and nice is going to keep coming back to you to please treat my hair the best way it should be. So you're going to be dealing with issues like hair loss. You're going to be dealing with hair shedding. You're going to be dealing with split ends, dandruff, shrinkage. And then they're expecting you to design that hair to look beautiful and glamorous. Now, are you getting that training watching YouTube channel? Are you getting it just watching somebody doing hair? Would you rather go and learn properly from a college, from an academy, from a school? Now, when it comes to natural hair designing, you know that we're on top of it. We are the very best place to come to when it comes to natural hair designing. So we want you to start asking yourself lots of questions now. Do you really know what you're doing? So like I said earlier, a woman's hair is her crowning glory. And this industry right now is booming. Booming in the sense of everyone is looking up to the celebrities. I want hair like Rihanna. I want hair like Beyonce. I want hair like you, just name it, and they want hair like that. So you get into this industry, your job is to make sure you're offering your clients hair that they love as well as healthy hair underneath it. Because I hear people, there's somewhere I read one day and he said, is your hair hanging by the thread? Now by the thread, they're referring to a weave. And lots of people just want weave on their hair. They don't care what hair it sits on. Again, you don't want to be the one who's offering that kind of service where you don't care if your client's hair is damaged or not. You just want to stitch a weave on because she just wants a weave. Remember what I've said, the hair is damaged, she's fed up with it, she cuts it off. That's the end of you and her in business. But the hair industry is very rich, extremely rich. As at the last time I checked, they were saying something like $4.2 trillion is what's circulating in the industry as of 2013. Do you want to be part of that industry? Do you want to get part of that money? Now, when you come here for training, for the kind of money we charge you, we know the value of the skill you're going to get off us, and we know what you're going to make out of it. People who have trained with us know, and we have series and series of examples, and our students giving us their feedback and telling us how they're getting on. So we are proud to work with people who really want to be part of this industry. So what you need is very good education. You don't want to just claim to yourself that I know what I'm doing, and in reality you don't know what you're doing. Yes, we've had people buy videos and they're very good at doing these things now. I'm really proud with these students of mine who are all over the world. They buy 1-2 videos, they practice, and then they create these images and they send them to us, and we look at it, and I'm sending back feedback and I'm telling them what they need to do and what they don't need to do. So you want to get on the bandwagon of clear, detailed education. Someone who's ready to train you properly. You may decide not to come here. You might decide to go somewhere else. We're not bothered. We want you to get the best training before you decide and tell yourself, I offer this service. Because if you just want to go into this just for the sake of money without having that skill, your clients will find you out and they're going to run away from you. And then you're going to come back and say, but Joy did say the industry got $4.2 trillion. How come people are not sticking with me? There's a lot in the industry that you need to learn. And once you've learned the right things, you're going to be smiling for it. Because people who have done the right things, they smile. They're happy. You meet so many people and they're going to influence you in so many different ways. And you're going to influence them as well. But the best of all is you're going to give them looks that they will love. So we are here, happy to educate you, happy to give you skill, happy to give you training. So from the videos and DVDs we've been doing, we get, like I said, feedback all the time, people thanking us. Even just watching the YouTube videos, we've trained a lot of hands with just that. And then people who followed it up by buying the DVDs, thanking us and telling us they're really happy with what they've got so far and they want more. I had someone call me the other day and she said, I've just watched the introduction to hair braiding DVD, but now I want to know what's the next thing I should do. We've been hearing that for so long, and we've been trying to put together in our head, what should we do that we can do and or help to make people who are so far away from us, because we understand what distance means. I just came back from Chicago in April, and I know how much I was inconvenienced when I was traveling and waiting at the airport and trying to get my suitcase and get into the hotel and get into my family friends. So it's a lot of stress traveling from your family. So we understand all of that. So we were trying to put together a package that people are not going to keep coming back and saying, what's the next stage? What's the next stage? So we have been listening and we're responding. And we have come up with something absolutely amazing that we know you will love. We want to be there to support you. We want you to come to us to really guide you and hold you by the hand. This is what they call mentorship. We want to mentor you, coach you, guide you so you can actually achieve a lot from this industry. Because here our mission is to give you the best training that will equip you to face your clients with confidence. We don't want you standing behind your clients and shaking with fear or jittery and wondering, what should I do next? Because we take you by the hands and give you step-by-step skill. And as usual, we are there to chat with you. Email us, phone us. We are happy to phone you most times. And we want you to Skype us. We'll be happy to sit on the other end of the computer and chat with you about whatever you're experiencing. So these are so many things that we can do for you. We want you to chat, tell us whatever it is you're going through. And so with that in mind, we have created a full package. We call it a complete guide, a comprehensive package of all these DVDs that we put together in one whole pack. So it's going to be something like this. And this DVD is going to contain nearly between 20 to 30 DVDs. All touching on so many different stages of our training. There will be the introduction to hair braiding. There will be the single plaits, cornrows, add extensions to both of them. There will be the feathering tip technology where you're actually knowing how to get the extensions ready for your braiding. There will be the loose box braids for the Caucasian hair and for the Afro hair. There will be the Ghana cornrow, the pineapple style, the two-strand twist natural hair, two-strand twist Afro kinky, 100% human hair micro braids, Senegalese twist, yarn braiding, invisible wavy braids, pick and drop, the full cornrow weave, you just name it. It's going to be a comprehensive package. Now, apart from the scale, which is a major part of our training, there's another side of our training that is so unique that anyone who hasn't gone through it always regrets. And it's been unfortunate because when we have to deal with clients who are so far away from us, it's one of those areas that we haven't been able to put together something. But luckily, again, based on your demands, we have put together a full package of information. This is what we call the hair braiding theory bootcamp or business bootcamp into the business of natural hair and extensions. So it's a full package. It's coming to nearly 7 DVDs of information. And what are this information based on? What are hair extensions? What are the products that are good for hair? How do I go about understanding hair itself? Because lots of people go into hair without understanding what hair is. So we're talking about what the texture of hair contains. You're going to understand how hair grows. You're going to know what products will help your hair grow. You're going to know what food will actually help your client's hair grow. You will know what could possibly be responsible for hair damage. This is one of the biggest questions we've been having here. Everyone's calling and emailing and wanting to know how to deal with their natural hair. We touch all of that in this package. So our role here is to share this information with you so you can share it with your clients. And this is what I say to all my students. The world out there is 7 billion people. I cannot possibly attend to 7 billion people. So this is where we are more than happy to share knowledge with you so you can share. It's all about sharing. So I share with you, you share with them, they share with their friends, they share with, and this is how information gets carried around. So this package that we have put together, we know is going to be an amazing package for you. It's a home study pack where you take your time, watch the DVD, practice it, send us images of what you've been able to achieve. Call us, Skype us, ask us questions, some of the things you're experiencing. Sometimes it might be some issues you have with your hair that your clients may be having. So if you have any personal issues with your hair, pass it on. We'll share the answers with you. You can then share that with your clients. So all of this information, it's on its way and it's coming to you and is in response to your need for it. And then in addition to this is the most exciting part now. In addition to this, you're going to get a certificate. And our certificate, trust me, our students who've been through our training, they don't come cheap. Not cheap in the sense of money, but they don't come cheap in the sense of, oh yeah, I'll just lazy around, do nothing, and I'll get a certificate. That doesn't happen here. You don't lazy around. When you come here for training, your hand will be in the hair. And I've had students have trained, and what they said to me was, I've been to cosmetology colleges, I've been to hairdressing schools, and I never did so much work. Yeah, we're proud to say that that's what we put our students through. You know why? Because when we finish training you, you're going to pass on that skill to your clients. And when you'll be working with your clients, you'll be proud that you went through all the grueling times. There's one of my students, and she started her salon in Paris, and she emailed me and said, Joy, everyone that comes to my shop is so proud of what I'm doing. And they keep asking me, when did you learn to do this? You can learn to do this like when you come for a training. In 12 days, you're done. You'll be so well equipped in 12 days that people who've been doing it for 25 years will not be nowhere near you. That's how proud we are of our work. We guarantee now, by the time you're out of this place, you will be the expert of what you're doing. I mean, when you see work that look like this, which we know that working on the training head is more difficult than working on the client, then I'm proud to give you a certificate to say, go out there and practice your skill. So our certificate doesn't come cheap, but because we know that it's hard for lots of people to get on that plane and stay in a hotel and hang around with us for 22 days in some cases, 12 days in some cases, paying lots of money in hotel rooms, we have put this package together. And so what we're saying to you now is you can order them in the form of pre-order them, because they're actually on their way soon. So if you pre-order them, which we're going to put in the description box, the price is going to be a lot cheaper than if you wait until we actually say, oh, here it is. It's going to be a lot of money because we know how much you'll be saving. And we've given you all these offers. We're going to be with you on Skype. We're ready to chat with you on email. We're ready to be with you. Call us and we'll be patient. We'll be talking to you. We'll be happy to share our knowledge with you. Because again, for us, the more successful our clients, our students get, the more successful we are. So that's why we love to share. And this is why we love to be part of you. We want you to spread the message that World of Braiding gave you this skill. And when we hear that, we feel proud. So that's what we're here to talk about today. And so as usual, we are really glad that you watched this through. And again, we don't want to hear anyone saying the only reason I don't know what to do is because I don't know where to go and get it. We're here to share it with you. Okay? And our dream for you is we want you to use your hands to create the success that you want. In our training, we always say for as long as you got two hands and a head, you can change your life. This is what this skill did for me. And we want it to happen to you too. Change your life with your two hands and your head coordinating it. So Again, thank you for staying with us and staying with us on our blog. Contact us on Twitter, contact us on Facebook, email us. We prefer email, info@worldofbraiding.com or joy@worldofbraiding.com. You can follow us on Instagram. You can, again as usual, follow us on YouTube like you normally do. We are here for you. So thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.